It's Pride Month. If you want to hear me talk about my favorite colorful palettes, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène with another video, and you heard right. If you're watching this video, you want to talk about color. I decided to do a video on all of my favorite colorful palettes when I think of Pride Month. What palettes do I think of? Because I think when we see a bunch of people being creative with makeup, and a lot of videos, pictures that we see throughout Pride Month certainly gives us that itch. I think it's nice to just take a look at our collection and let the creative juices flow, if you will. By the way, if you are curious to see what a Pride Month look would look like on me, please let me know. I'm happy to do a video with a Pride look. I think it would be a lot of fun, but I want you to tell me if that would be something that you would enjoy watching. So please leave me a comment below. Now, I did not go through and select all of my colorful palettes. That's not what this was about. I wanted to select the top palettes. I think I have 9 palettes here, or 10 total colorful product groupings, whether it's a palette or something else, to show you today. And I really wanted to say, okay, well, if I'm thinking Pride and what I'm going to use, if I'm doing a Pride look, what would be potential contenders? That's how I narrowed down the field. If you want to see somebody talk about her favorite palettes for Pride Month, I'm going to put Make Up Your Minds video right here. She did something similar, and I think that it's a very nice video to watch. And she also did a neat Pride look that's available as a tutorial as well. I'll put those 2 links in the box below, the description box. But I'm going to stop talking. Let's start getting into the palettes that I wanted to show you. So first off, I have a couple of depotted palettes that are in these Colored Rain containers, or magnetic palettes, and I think that this palette could not be better as a magnetic palette for Pride Month, because it's very colorful. And this first one is the Masquerade palette depotted, and if you cover up the bottom, you can see how a lot of these colors would be extremely vibrant for Pride Month. As a matter of fact, a lot of these are shimmers, and this one, coupled with the next one that I'm going to show you, would be absolutely bomb. The other one happens to be in the similar magnetic palette, and this one is the Vivids, and these are all matte. So taking the shimmers and taking these mattes together would be able to do so many beautiful, beautiful looks. And I was impressed by Lemon Drop, this matte yellow. There are some really, really beautiful colors. This one up here as well, Sauce, is gorgeous. And this one is the only one, when I was trying all these colors, that I used twice. And this one's called Cute. And it indeed is so, so cute. If you want to see the Vivid palettes looks that I did, I'm going to put a video right here for you talking about Colored Rain in general. And if I have a specific look for the Vivids that I can show you, I'll put one there as well. Really beautiful, beautiful colors. I probably would not have picked out the Masquerade if I wasn't going to show this one, but this one, along with some of the shimmers in the Masquerade, I think that, like I said, they're just a beautiful pairing. One that is wicked and weird all at the same time is the Electric palette by Urban Decay. I have not fully explored this palette yet. I have just grazed the surface of it, and mostly because of Thrash. This is the color, this is the reason I got this whole palette to begin with. But there are a lot of colors in here, and I think that the way I see the Electric palette is I can go into this one for an emphasis color and then build a look around it. Even if I'm using a rainbow palette, I can go to this one for my statement color and then build a look around that statement color. Like I said, Thrash is the number one that I would think of. There's also this gorgeous Revolt. Some people hate this color. I think it's just absolutely stinking amazing. And also okay, I'm gonna say between two colors, Urban and Fringe. Urban, which I find very intriguing, and Fringe. There's so much to this palette. I really want to dig in. And Freak, see, I love this palette. I'm talking about almost every color. Freak is a green that I find very enticing, especially for the pencil, the Freak pencil 24/7 Glide On from Urban Decay. I have been so tempted to get Freak a number of times. I'm surprised actually I haven't, and I think the reason I haven't is because I can use this tip of the brush to see if I can do liner well with this color as opposed to getting the pencil. So yeah. This palette is just gorgeous to look at, but I have to say the one, like I said, that I've really explored so far is Thrash, and I have so much more to do with this palette. But it is, no matter what, it's been eye candy for me for a while, and I'm very new to this palette. I only got it late last year. This is new in my collection. This is not a 5-year-old palette for me. So yeah. I do have a bunch of these palettes that is discontinued, but I'm hoping you're going to go into your own collection and look at the Colourful palettes and be inspired by what you have in your collection as well. This one is one that was discontinued a while ago, and it is the Pastel Goth. And it is an all pastel palette, as you can see here. And I have used all these colors. I was hopeful for this yellow, but it is nothing, it holds nothing to the Vivid Pigments yellow. But all of these colors work quite nicely. I find that it offers really nice crease colors if I want something more muted and then go bolder on the lid. These offer a lot of beautiful options. And as a standalone palette, it works fine as well because there's a gray, there's a white in here as well. Yeah, there's no color in here that I didn't end up liking. So it's a good solid palette, and it's very sleek. It's not huge, which I appreciate. Let's talk about a couple of other discontinued palettes. This is another Urban Decay, and I know it was controversial. I absolutely love the artwork. I think it's fabulous. It comes as well with a brush, as do many Urban Decay palettes. And the reason I love this palette, I will be very straight with you, is XOXO. It is my favorite color in the palette. It looks fantastic. I don't care which other color I use in the palette. Usually this is the color I'm thinking of when I go and reach for this palette. I have used every one of the shadows. I thought the palette worked fine. I do appreciate that there are 3 mattes, a couple here, and I do use this one up as a matte on top here as well. It's a very light pink. It's a beautiful palette. Love it to pieces. I really love the brush, just like with the electric. It has a very small head on one side. Yeah, I love the palette. I have nothing else to say. And you can see there's pink and purple and blue and lime green. I mean, there's enough to do a very colorful look in here. 2 more from Urban Decay. I do love getting my color from Urban Decay. This one is one that people either love or hate, and it's the Full Spectrum. And I do really appreciate this palette for 2 reasons. I hate the brush. This is the one brush that I really dislike. It's not very useful, in my opinion, for this kind of color. I would prefer a more precision brush. But all of these colors, it's not the full rainbow, but it's a lot of the rainbow. And the only thing that I probably would have preferred would be to have a couple more options for green. They went very deep right away with the 100 and the other one down here. I just would have preferred another one, but this palette is very nice for a deep purpley blue look or a sunset look. I've done a sunset look a few times with these colors here, and it turned out beautifully, but I did not use the brush. Yeah, I just love looking at it. I think it was really well done. Are the shadows the best I've ever used? Nope. but it does have usually everything that I need, and it is one that that is top of mind when I'm looking at setting the base look for a colorful look. I really like it. One last one, like I said, I had two more from Urban Decay, and this is the Heavy Metals from Urban Decay. Love this palette, and especially for what we're talking about, it's got two sides, and this is the side that I'm talking about, the top side here. If I'm looking for a metallic shimmer, I will go here. It has beautiful colors. Even going to swatch this one, tells you how much I like it. This one is Spandex. Look at this color. There's a similar color to this in the Elements palette from Urban Decay as well. But love this shadow set. And the packaging is absolutely bomb. It is irreverent, it is loud, I love it. And now I have a truly, truly rainbow palette. This is the Morphe 35B. If you are in Canada, this is still available to you, and it is quite inexpensive, and this is what it looks like. So you have every single color of the rainbow that you need in here for a look. It does pretty much everything. I would say that it is complemented by the Vivids by Colored Rain, because some of these are shimmers. There's not really a true red in here, but it does have, I think this is the best way to show you, it does have the majority of the colors that you would need for a colorful look. And this is the one, I'm going to use it for everyday looks, but this is really my Halloween go-to palette. This is the palette that I won't mind messing around in all of the shadows in all sorts of muck-about ways because of the fact that it's very affordable and pretty versatile for me to create pretty much anything that I'm looking for the Halloween time frame. Sorry about the little change in setup. If you're seeing anything, I had to go back behind the camera to get tweezers to help me open this box. When we're talking about Halloween, this is one that I used by default at the last Halloween. I did a very kind of infantile flower and a bug on my nose. If you want to see it, now don't judge me, it was not my best work, but it's right here. I used this palette, and it's by iMagic, called the Pro 12 Color Face and Body Paint, and it is the knockoff for the Makeup Forever version of the same type of palette. A couple of metallics here, and pretty much all the primary colors that you would need. Some primary colors, some not so much, but a few pastels. And the reason I like this one, along with other colorful shadows, is that this can give you a base to intensify another color. And so this one comes to mind when I'm thinking of using it as a base. I scoop out with a spatula what I think I need and then use that. And I do the same thing as well with the Anastasia Lip palette, the really big Pro palette with, I think it is 6x424, I think, different shades. That is, with Transformer shades, you can do just about any color lips that you want with that palette. And finally, I want to talk about my NYX pencils, and you will see a whack of them right here. Same thing for these. I think about these a lot when I'm thinking of doing a base. So I will use the NYX pencil. The one that's best known for base is, well, two of them, Black Bean and Milk, black and white. And the nice thing about these NYX pencils is that you can pencil on, draw on a base, and then add to it afterwards. And so you can see, I think, how this one would look so good on the lid. You can put glitter on top or put a shadow that you want to shift the color a little bit. But look at how vibrant that color is. And NYX pencils do set quite nicely, so you just have to be patient, let it dry for a little bit. It is tacky for a bit, but once it's dried, it is dry. And it's also quite blendable, so let me just show you. I had that one little bit that I drew on, and I'm just blending it out. You can see how it just it's very creamy, and it can blend out as much or as little as you want. And this one has a nice shimmer, and it's called Electric Blue. Let's just talk about a few of my favorites. Electric Blue, obviously, I went for that one right away. And I do like this one as well. This one is Rust. I'll show you three. Got Rust right here. It's a gorgeous burgundy brown. I used that in a look not that long ago. And then finally, where's my nice silver? This one is called Pots. Why do I forget? I love this name, Pots and Pans. It's very striking silver. And there's Pots and Pans right there. Right? Look at that. With a colorful look, doing this on the inner corner, gorgeous. And they're creamy enough that you can take a very thin brush and go and use the tip to just get a design, maybe a line along the cut crease, that kind of thing. It works. So yeah, they're really, really neat. Not fair, I didn't do swatches of everything, but I think you can see how NYX pencils, and they come in a variety of colors. I only have a handful of them. There are dozens and dozens of them. Yeah, and they can act as a base, as their own eyeshadow, whatever you like. And a number of companies also have those kind of creamy pencils as well. But I think that NYX is super affordable and a no-brainer. You can go on their site and just see all the different colors that they have. And I should mention the Heavy Metals by Urban Decay, because they just came out with a whole whack of new colors, which I think is awesome. Great timing, Urban Decay. So that's it. That is it for my colorful palettes that make me think of, or that Pride Month makes me think of, and some other colorful items like the NYX pencils and the iMagic set of cream colors. I hope you found this video interesting or at least entertaining in some way. Thank you so much for watching. I would love to know what your colorful palette of choice is down below in the comments. That would be awesome. But for now, I'm going to say thank you for watching. I appreciate it very much, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye now.